Hi, I'm Jill Sandwright Calendar, the author of the Happy Little Rich Truck Picture Book and Educational Program. The picture book's on Amazon, and the educational program you could find at my website. Well, we've come to the end of the Travis Bradberry article on how successful people stay calm, but I saved one of his last one of his points for last, and that's coffee. Now, I know coffee works. It helps you stay awake. I discovered this when I was driving from Detroit to Lansing, taking a class in my mid 30s. And I was so surprised that it did work. It did keep me awake. And I understood why people like coffee. However, as a special ed teacher, I was asked to forego it because it heightened our reactions when we're working with children, especially if we were agitated, just super overreaction. Now, in the Bradbury article, I found that caffeine releases adrenaline. And of course, we know that's the source of our fight or flight response, but it blocks adenosine, which is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. It's the thing that makes you sleepy or suppresses arousal by binding to its receptor. We talked a lot about how receptors are on the cells, and when it binds to that receptor, they divide and become two more of the same thing. Well, that's why you need more coffee as you drink coffee, because you're creating more and more of these receptors. And it's also probably why we have headaches when we try to give up caffeine or caffeinated beverages. Now, this hyper-aroused state, he said, is a state of stress, and our emotions overrun our behavior when that happens. So the Bradbury article suggests that we drink it intermittently. I found for me, I would wait till after my class was over, and then I would celebrate a successful educational day by having a small cup of coffee, and that would get me home too. Now, I found that also chocolate does have that same effect. Of course, it has caffeine, or I would, what I would do is keep the chocolate for the end of the day. Just everything that would just slow down my reaction time so that I would be the best person for working with my students, because that was my goal, my job. I wanted to be an effective teacher, and the emotional roller coaster that I was on with the coffee was just, I just could see that it wasn't helping. Now, I've seen a lot of articles that promote coffee's benefits as an antioxidant and a stimulant, especially in this bulletproof era of bulletproof coffee drinking era. It really does work. However, we should think about limiting it. Too much makes us jittery and sleepless, which, of course, I am not really a big fan of, because the body needs to repair itself. And also, too much can lead to anxiety and insomnia, as well as, everything else that it does. There are the negatives. So it comes down to making a choice as to how much, when, and if we want to drink it. It does work to keep you awake, but you'll have to make choices. I've switched to tea, and I have caffeinated tea at times. And when I want an extra boost, green tea in particular. So decaffeinated tea, herbal tea, and then green tea. I found that Trader Joe's has a great decaffeinated green tea, which still has a little bit of caffeine in it, but not so much that it overstimulates me. So I'll include some of the links below, and I hope that you have a wonderful morning, um, and we'll talk with you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.